Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode. We are getting on to our first showcase here in the big blocks this season at I-55. All we need to do is make the A main, and we can get a pretty good sponsor overall. 70. Oh, no, never mind. That's the showcase too. I'm looking at things completely wrong. Basically, we'll get this first sponsor no matter what. 13,650 though, regardless for the signing bonus, which is really nice. And getting over $5,000 per race with like our proficiency bonus or whatever that we have with one of our personnel people, that will be helpful. Showcase 2 is going to be massive, though. Trying to get one of those two sponsors, that'd be really nice. So let's get on to I-55, see how we could do. We did okay at the beginning of the year, 12th, 8th, and 15th. Not terrible, but those were some bigger tracks as well that I feel like we're going to be worse at anyways. We need to get to some smaller tracks. We got I-55, Fairbury, which I'm really excited about, and then going back to another big track at Oswego. So going to be interesting to see how we can do at these tinier tracks, and hopefully we could do pretty well and make the A main here in the showcase. All right, got down to an 11.8, almost 9/10 faster than the practice time, but that's like 54th or something because there's a lot in the, or 47th here. I guess there's only 50, but usually there's 60 at a showcase race, but this one was not as many, I guess, just because it's I-55, a little smaller apparently. But hopefully that helps us do well, make it into this showcase. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to run top on this first lap because I actually ran a pretty good time up top, and then I also ran a pretty good time on the bottom, so I'm going to try both. Just try and keep the speed up for the first lap up top and then really go bottom with all this momentum. 11.9, not bad. Let's see if we could run well down here on the bottom and get down to an 8 potentially. Not trying to go all the way down to the inside wall, but just above it to where it has a little bit more grip. And 850, I'll take that. That's 31st though, so we have some work to do here, folks. Gonna have to try to make our first showcase like A main. This is gonna be tough. Top 3 make it from the heat races, so we're definitely gonna have to be going through these B mains and stuff right now. So I still don't have a fully upgraded engine yet. We need like $55,000 to be able to afford the last engine upgrade. Oh, we're 3 wide. Thought we were only 2 wide for a second. Oh, I'm getting stuck on Barnes there. Unfortunate. We did get the spot at least, so we're up to 5th. That's good. I'd like to try to get up to Campbell if we possibly can. CG is pulling away up there in 3rd. We're in heat number 1 though, so the spots that we get are big right now. If we can get Campbell here, we would start the B main on pole, which would be huge for us. Oh, he is slow there off of turn 4. I need to try to get under him. Oh my goodness, I am on 2 wheels, and now we lost that spot. That is unfortunate. I don't know what just happened there, but we have one more lap to try to catch up to Patrick Barnes now, which is not great, honestly, because this track is really tiny. I don't know what was up with Campbell there. He was just super slow off of the corner. It was really odd. I like ran to the back of him, and then the next corner I like got up on the side of him and went 2 wheels up. It was really awkward, but either way, we'll be going to the C main. Oh, I thought we were going to the B main. That's really rough. I imagine we'll be starting up front in the C main. Yeah, we're starting first in the C main, so we're going to have to start the B main in the back. That is going to be really rough. I really needed that one place on Barnes there really badly, and if we could have gotten by Campbell, which we definitely seemed like we were faster than Campbell, if we could have gotten him, we would have been starting on pole in the B main instead of this C main. So there's going to be a lot of racing here for me, but we are already pulling away from everybody here in the C main, so I'm not really worried about this race. You guys will see me next going into the B main. All right, won the C main by a lot. We're starting the B main back in 13th. Yeah, we won by like over 4 seconds, or just about 4 seconds it looked like. But that small of a track, 4 seconds is a lot. So we got to work our way all the way up to the top 5 here. This is going to be really tough to do so. Gonna have a lot of work to do here. I can go up to the wall on the outside if I need to, really. But if I can make the passes on the bottom, I'd much rather do that, just so I don't get sent up into the wall or something. I can kind of right rear somebody and get a nice little boost off. We're already up into 9th here, getting by Carter. So far, no cautions have happened yet in this event. Everybody being nice and cordial with it. We have just a gaggle of cars in front of us. It's going to be tough getting by these guys being there side by side. Going to have to be 3 wide getting by some of these guys. I'm going to try and get to the top here. See if I can get some momentum. Maybe cut all the way down here. Oh, that worked out really well. That's going to get us up to 6th there. Let's go. But I think I slid up too far. Williams trying to get under us, not able to do so. And here's Barnes, who we were battling with in that heat race. He's all the way up here in 5th. We probably could have had the lead at this point if we would have gotten Barnes' spot to start with. These guys ripping the outside are super fast on the straightaway. Ooh, Jackson really messed up there. I'm going to try and slide up, get on some Barnes there. That gets us all up to 4th. Let's go. I really just wanted to get in front of Jackson, but we actually had a really good slider line, got up in front of Barnes, gave him a little bit of a right rear. But it looks like we'll be able to make it into the A main now. I was actually really worried starting all the way back in 13th, and this track goes by very, very quick, like doing 12-second laps. It goes by very, very quick. And I think Campbell is up here in the lead. I think he just got overtaken. Yeah, Campbell was in 2nd, who we were battling with in the heat race also. So we are doing quite well now. We've got 2 laps left. Coming up to the white flag here. Barnes is back out in front. Chuck Dia is actually in 6th. Very interesting. I have not seen that name in a while. That top lane had so much speed. Gonna throw a slider here on Campbell, able to get up into that 3rd place. Let's go. That was a big run for us from 13th all the way up to 3rd. We were very, very quick there. So hopefully we can have that kind of speed here in the A main. We're starting back in 21st. So very, very deep in the field. But hey, we made it. That's all that matters. I'm hoping maybe we can get like a top 15 here at the showcase. Would be nice. Probably going to be ripping some outside. Already scraping the inside wall. I'm going to be probably ripping some outside once we get rolling here, because that outside does seem pretty quick for me. Because I used that in that like last lap there in the B main, and it worked out quite well. But when we're all super tight side by side, I kind of want to be on the bottom because I feel like I could slide up in front of them and cut off their momentum. Montgomery getting that bottom working though. I'm going to try to work the outside, get the speed on him. Oh, they're wrecking up here, and luckily I wasn't on the bottom because that's going to get us able to fly up ahead of everybody that was slowing down for that wreck. But we're up in the 17th now. We've already gained like, what, 4 spots, I think? That's pretty good. And a couple laps. I will take that all day. See if we can do well on this restart also. Try to get in front of Erickson. Oh, Montgomery, Montgomery's somewhere behind us. Oh my goodness. Getting side by side with these people, like, and I'm hitting them, it is getting my car so much up in the air I was not expecting. Because I feel like that's not normal for these kind of cars, like hitting side by side like that and your whole left side comes off the ground. Oh, they're wrecking up here on the top. Get to the low side. Okay, I didn't have a choice once the caution came out to miss it. Hopefully that didn't give us damage because I didn't have control of my car at that point. We're still in 16th. Some guys ended up in that wreck. It looks like Jack ended up in that wreck. He's back here in 13th. But we'll see how much damage we do have on the car or don't have on the car. Hopefully none. We have 97%, so not terrible by any means. Richardson is quite slow there. Might have gotten wrecked or really damaged from that wreck. Either or. Get this outside rolling here, see if we can catch up to these top 15 cars. But after not getting any cautions through the heat race, C main or B main, we get 2 cautions already in the A main. People just running tighter, being more aggressive with each other, not giving each other any room at all. Erickson is quite quick. I can't quite get the run off on him. All these guys in front of us are pretty fast for the most part. Trying to get this run from the top side without smacking the wall. I feel like I'm getting a little too sideways in a way. Trying to keep the car straight and get a nice straight line on the exit, not get too sideways. 9 laps to go. I really want to get to this top 15. We got Robbie behind us. I'm going to try and throw a slider line that might work. Right in front of Jessica's nose, be able to cut her off just in time in that corner. I was either right rearing her or cutting her off, one of the two. Let's see if we can rip this outside. Robbie is absolutely flying on that bottom side. He must have ended up in a wreck early or something because he is absolutely moving. Patrick Barnes behind us, ripping that bottom, flying. We're tapping the wall a little bit. We have 90% left in the car. What the heck? It said I had nose damage. When did I get nose damage? Who did I touch? I guess I hit Jessica at some point. I don't even know. That's the only person that was really right in front of us, but I don't recall hitting her with the nose or anything. But it seems like the damage on this car, you hit anything and you get super damaged like quickly. It's kind of weird. Trying a couple different lines here. Oh, are they wrecking up there? Nope, they keep it green. It's like Margie got beat up there by Sears maybe. Something like that. Trying to see if I can work a couple different lines. See what's quicker for me at this time. in case we get a caution. I know what line I want to run. We're in top 15 though, so I'm happy about that. It's kind of like around where I wanted to be, because that's where I'm hoping my goals can be set for the sponsorship and stuff, and get some good money out of that. Because every week so far we've gotten a top 15. We've just been nice and consistent. Okay, I'm on the bottom now, is super fast compared to the top. We're pulling away from the guys behind us, ripping bottom. If we get a caution, it'd be nice. The leader is right behind us. They're getting the checkered flag, so no caution is going to occur. They are getting into each other a little bit up here. Did not spin out, though. Leader is done. We got 2 cars behind us on the lead lap, and we're going to finish in 15th on the lead lap. I will take that. Starting that far in the pack, I'm happy we're on the lead lap at least, and we finished 15th. That's not bad. Who got the win out front? Britton ends up getting the win, who is a full-time driver. I think all these guys are full-time drivers, so that's interesting for the full-time points that, like, nobody random is coming in running these. It seems like, at least this first one. So we're still 11th in points, getting 15th there. We are 10 points behind Maury, a little bit in front of Richardson, so I will take that. Out front, Britton has 2 wins on the year, 8-point lead over Anthony, so good, solid running so far, and we can go and get our first sponsor, which is like a $13,000 initial payout, which is really nice. That's more. We're getting more in the initial payout than we did in this race, which is absolutely crazy. We were very low on money, so getting this money is going to be very needed, because not everything is super good on the car at all, so the durability goes out on it very quick. But Fairbury is going to be really nice for us. What if I just went no sponsor? That'd be nuts to do. Like, not get a sponsorship just to get the extra money. It wouldn't make any sense at all. I'm going to go for top 15. We still, being in the top 15 would be is nice for us. I feel like we can get a top 5 at Fairbury, but I could be just overestimating myself because it's Fairbury, and we usually are really good there. So we need $55,000 to get this last upgrade on the engine, so we can get the durability and a little bit more like performance on it up. Then I really need to work on this suspension and chassis, because these things get worn out so quickly. So do the tires a lot too, but this will help us out a lot, getting the level 3 chassis and a level 3 suspension, even though I just said them backwards when I clicked on them. But either way, that will help us out a lot. But we need to get money first. Getting this sponsor is going to help us out a lot doing that. And we got 20 laps here at Fairbury. Hopefully we could run pretty well, maybe get like a top 10 out of this race. We did get the top 15 practice goal. Probably won't hit it in qualifying, though. 448, we'd have to pick up like half of a tenth or just over half a tenth, something like that. It's going to be really tough to do so, but we'll see what we can do. Got to just rip bottom the best that we can. Top isn't too bad for me, but it's definitely a little slower. But just getting a nice, consistent line on the bottom is going to be very key in this race. Just being able to get under people and getting a good run off these corners. Don't want to be too sideways at all. 571 is not bad. Not bad at all. Probably going to be around 20th or so, maybe. We'll see. Might have gotten too much on that berm on the bottom there. A little slower on that second lap, but we didn't have the speed to run in from the top like we did on the first lap. So not terrible at all. 18th, that will put us, what? We're going to be in heat number 2, starting in 5th. So we're already in the transfer spot. Hopefully we can gain 1 spot here, at least on the 116 out there. I don't know who the 116 is. Billy Green. I can't turn very well off the start of these restarts in the big blocks. I seem to always like push tight right off the start if I'm not immediately holding left. Got up in the Billy Green, kind of got stuck on him on that straightaway, but it does get us the spot at least. Britton out front, we're in heat number 2, so he qualified 2nd. Jack in 3rd right here. Getting passed by CG on that outside, absolutely ripping the outside right now. Kind of shocked by that, but we got 3 really fast guys in front of us. I'd be shocked if I can get in front of any of them at all. We are pulling away from Billy Green a little bit, which is nice. He seems to be ripping that outside, though, so we are pulling him in the middle of the corner. He's gaining on us on the straightaway, like right there. He pulls right down behind us to try to pass us after getting that run on the outside. CG and Jack having a great battle in front of us for 2nd. And if we could finish here, we'll get 4 spots, so we'll start 14, so we'll be in that top 15 starting spot at least for the finishing, which will be nice and easier. But CG does get 2nd out of that. Good job on him. Jack was very fast. He just could not catch him. I feel like he started 2nd and fell back that 1 spot and never gained it back on CG. And CG just ripped the outside for the most part. So good on him. We'll see what we can do here. We got Patrick Barnes under us. I want to pull down immediately, but it's so hard to. At least got it turned to where we weren't straight in the corner. Margie goes right to the top for some reason in turn 1. That didn't make any sense right there. Trying not to pull straight down on somebody. We got Richardson under us now. I need to be on the bottom to be fast, though. It's definitely our line. Jack is falling back massively here. I was trying to keep myself out of the wall, but I guess I'll use it as a cut down. That was kind of nuts. That was an awful entry to the corner, but I made the best of it at the exit. I will take that. And now we can just kind of slow roll this bottom, hopefully. We're getting in front of Jack, which is shocking. CG right in front of us, who are both in our heat. We're kind of battling with those guys right here. Patrick Barnes got in front of CG in the top 10 spot. Good on him. Britton being out front. He started second, so he absolutely ripped that outside, got out to the lead, and he could be trying to go for his 3rd win on the season, 2 in a row, potentially, out of 5 races, which is kind of crazy. He's going to be a tough one to beat for the championship, it looks like. Like, whenever we can get the parts to be able to battle everybody. Trying to get on that outside and tub CG there. We actually did a good job there in 1 and 2 on the outside. And then 3 and 4 I messed up, went too low. Got Jack and CG all over us, though, for this top 10 position. It'd be really nice to finish top 10. CG goes around. I think Jack caught him there in the left rear going into 3. Really got CG sideways and nowhere for anybody else behind to go. We'll see if we can try to move forward from this top 10 spot now. We'll see if Anthony up there can actually get the lead from Britton, starting on the outside like Britton did. Probably to him, honestly. I would imagine it was to him. Sears, get that thing moving. Oh, dang. It bounced me off of his car super bad. Paul bounced me straight to the left. That was so awkward. And he's going to get under us into turn 1. We're definitely up here with the big boys, like really fighting these guys for some tough positions. Getting this outside rolling. Kind of throwing a slider there because I wasn't super clear to just go to the bottom. I need to just stick completely top if we're going to go to the top. I need to not throw that slider line. Paul able to get in front of us. Let's go back down to the bottom. Kind of use them up a little bit. We're going to get airborne. Oh my God, I barely missed that tire. I need to stop hitting people so hard when I'm trying to slide up into them because it's getting me airborne and really messing me up more than them. They're like an immovable object when I'm trying to slide up into them with my full car. I have to like barely clip them with the right rear or something to the left front. It's the only time that they move. Other than that, they're just a stone wall you're running into. Get sideways enough. Paul's not able to get back by us. He's trying to get under us, and Jack's going around in the mirror, it looks like. So Karma came back around for Jack, and he got spun out by somebody else. I don't know who, but I saw him in the mirror going sideways in 1 and 2, I think it was. It might have been 3 and 4. I don't know 100% what corner we were in, honestly. But we're up in the top 10 spot still, in 9th, battling Paul really hard for this spot. See if we can do anything off this start. Probably able to get up in front of Paul. And then we'll see if we can try and work our way forward. I think we got by Root right there. Let's go. Got Darren Smith on the outside. Pearson right in front of us. I'm really trying to send it by those tires and not hit them. It kind of worked, but I was super slow on the exit, so it wasn't worth it for that reason. Pearson getting under us. Smith, don't be slow. Oh my goodness, I had to get so sideways to miss him. Because I actually had a good run into turn 1 there, and I overshot 3 and 4 from that speed that we had. Paul's going to clear us. I actually had like such a good 1 and 2 that I had a lot of speed down that backstretch. Let me slow roll this, get up in front of Paul. He's trying to cross us back over. We got one more lap. Let's see if we can try to get 7th here to get Pearson. I was really trying to go up and right rear him a little bit there. Might be able to slide him here. Not able to do so. Pearson or Paul might get by us. No, he doesn't. We get 8th out of that. That was a good race for us. That ties our best for the season with 8th place. And who does get the win? I wasn't paying attention. Decker ends up getting the win out of all that. Britton 2nd, Anthony 3rd, which Anthony and Britton are 1st and 2nd in the points. But that 8th place is going to help us quite a bit as well. Moves us up to a top 10 spot in the points. CG having a bad race. We are ahead of Paul in points as well. But Britton still having 2 wins on the year is 10 points ahead of Anthony now. Decker getting his first win on the year gets him over 700 points and in contention for the championship for sure. So that sponsor payout is going to be really nice. Just being able to get like sponsor goals, sponsor payouts, it'll help us throughout the year keep trying to progress, getting more money. We will get up to $49,000. We might have to repair the tires and suspension. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And we're going to have to repair the engine in a couple races too. So hopefully I can get that engine upgrade. I accidentally hit X by accident, and I don't know where it's taking me, honestly. Oh, to my car. I accidentally hit a button because I thought I was on my parts and stuff, but I was not, because I just want to repair the tire, suspension, and chassis here, because after this race or the next one, I might have to repair the engine. But if I get this last upgrade, it might help the durability on it some, and I may not have to repair it then. I'll have to do it the next race or something. But yeah, it is expensive to repair your engine. 20K right now, and it's not even in the yellow. So I'm hoping at Oswego here we don't destroy it too much. It's a very big track, so it's going to be a tough one for us. We didn't do great at the bigger tracks, but hoping we can stick in that top 15 range and get that extra bonus money for the sponsors. All right, able to get almost a 10th faster than the practice goal. Probably going to be too fast for us in qualifying. A 2? Okay, yeah, there's no way we're hitting a 2. I was like, maybe we could pick up a little bit of speed here in qualifying, but we're not getting all the way down to a 2. There's no shot for us in that. So we'll probably qualify in the 20s or something like that. Hopefully we can make up a spot in the heat race and make it into the main without having to go through a B main, because this is going to be a tough track for me. Hopefully I can hit a 4 again in practice. I was able to hit like a low 5 and that 4 one time, so got the setup feeling a lot better than what it was originally. Kind of went in a little too low, had a diamond line that, which wasn't awful, but definitely wasn't ideal. 7 there, yeah, that was not good, and I kind of missed turn 1 in the second lap. Getting too low on the exit, getting that berm, not great. Turned in too early again into turn 3. Because, like, the shadows and everything are a lot different from practice to qualifying. So, definitely messed up the time more on that second lap. That's 25th. So, we are pretty far off of where we want to be at. We're going to have to gain a spot here because there's 5 heats. Top 4 are making it from the A main. And we're starting in 5th. So, we're going to have to make up 1 spot. And hopefully we can start 20th then. If not, we can get... If we get 2 spots, that'll start us 15th, which would be fantastic. But... getting 1 spot is pushing it, I feel like. Luckily, we were able to start on the bottom and get by Williams just right away. That is going to be helpful for us. And I need to try to hold the bottom here so Clark doesn't get under us, and then also Williams doesn't get to our outside, hopefully. Need to really hold the bottom, which we did not do, but able to cut back down on Clark there behind us. They're too wide right behind me. I am definitely holding them up right off the start here. I'm hoping we can kind of pull away as this keeps going, and I'm hoping those 2 behind me will like get together or something. That is the entry I needed for turn 1 much earlier in qualifying and stuff. That's the entry I needed for sure. Oh, that's still too early in 3 and 4. I had to like really hit the brakes a little bit. Kind of got way too sideways. Track is definitely getting slicked off. Running 18-0 now. Might need to throw some like slider lines into this thing. Maybe not in 1 and 2, maybe 3 and 4 more or less. We've pulled away from the guys behind us. Might want to try some different lines here while we have a little bit of room before the A main starts for us. What was that? That was a 17.5. That was much better. That was significantly better than what we were just doing. We ran an 18-0, and then all of a sudden I move up and we get a 17.5. I will take that. So it seems like the groove for us to run is much higher up, so I'm happy I kind of found that. That was a 17.4 on the second lap. That was faster than what I ran in practice. So that was pretty good. Hopefully that will help us out in this A main, because we're starting back in 20th. I need to gain at least 5 spots, get that sponsor goal. We want to keep that top 15 going. Hopefully we can. Got Reynolds on our inside. Paul is right in front of us. Let's see if we can just hit the gas and get going on this outside while nobody's out there. I kind of got stuck on Thompson. My left front got clipped into his right rear. I'm going to try and cut down here maybe because everybody's up top. Getting into Thompson a little bit too much. It is really tight in 3 and 4. Oh, God. Going to try and throw a slider line on Thompson. That kind of worked and gave us a little bit of a boost. Holy speed. That was kind of crazy. Try and do the same thing here to Richardson. Oh, I'm hitting. Oh, my God. I'm flipping. Whoops. Oh no, where's the caution? I destroyed myself there. I tried to fully send it, and then once I realized I wasn't hitting him with my right rear and I was hitting him dead sideways, I knew that was already bad. And I was full throttle into that. That was what I deserved, honestly. How damaged are we? 49% on the aero. Oh, yeah, we're not getting that engine upgrade after this race. We're just going to have to repair that thing because it's going to be so destroyed. It's not even funny. I am all over these guys. Still might be able to work our way for a top 15 somehow, but our car is not feeling great right now. Rightfully so. Like, I am all over the place. Trying to get back by some of these guys if we can. Got Paul right in front of us, which he has like such a good looking car for how bad he runs. It's crazy. Don't get into him. Oh, they're almost wrecking up there. It's going to slow some people up. They kind of got going really well there off turn 4. Need to throw like the slider line in 1 and 2, get up to this top side and kind of get it straight. It doesn't matter if I come off low or middle. My car is just pulling left really hard from all that damage. Jackson, I need you to move down just a little bit. Paul comes up in front of us. Jesus. I'm all over the place. Hopefully I can stay on the outside of Paul, not hit this wall. Maybe get a good run here in the middle of 1 and 2. We sure do. Bars. Let's see if we can do it again in 3 and 4 here. Really try to get this outside working. I don't want to get on the wall too hard, but luckily we barely scraped it. Didn't slow us down at all. That was actually like perfect in 3 and 4. Trying to get that slider line up to the top in 1 and 2 just so we can get a good run off of the corner is the main thing. Like through the middle and that exit is like the biggest thing for us right now. Barnes getting to the inside. I think that's Reynolds again. They are so slow here. I'm trying not to wreck anybody again. What a run. We bounced off Reynolds. I had to completely get sideways. I even turned my head sideways to try to miss that wall. I was like out of control after I got straightened out on the exit really awkwardly. Getting under Reynolds here. We got 11 laps to go. Holy crap, this is a long race, and we're up in the wall again. Slid a little too hard there in the turn 1. What a bad angle that was by me. That was just such a crazy start to this race. Like, we were on the move. Like, we were flying, and I was feeling great. I was, like, just on top of the world, and I'm like, I'm just going to run this line. It's going to work, and it did not. We were doing quite well up until that point. Need to try to slide up in front of Reynolds here. Oh, we almost did the same exact thing. Okay, 3 and 4, they have a damn speed boost up top in 3 and 4. Because 1 and 2, they are not nearly as fast in the middle of that corner. Because I'm a lot faster than they are in 1 and 2. I'm trying to like manage the car, but I forgot that 3 and 4 was where I screwed up and got up into Richardson or whoever it was. I think it was Richardson. And Richardson might be in like dead last. I like completely screwed him over, I think, which is hilarious, but I feel bad at the same time for it. Because I destroyed ourselves anyways. Like, we are absolutely murdered. I feel like at this point, if we would have not destroyed ourselves, we could have been in the top 15 for sure. We're up to the 17th there. We're cutting off Paul on the entry. Get this run through the top. Let's see if we can go catch Barnes and Margie up here. Got a 1.5 seconds to try to make up here to try to get that top 15 goal. But if I can rip the outside good enough, I feel like we can, because we do catch them a little bit through the corners, I feel like. Especially in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, we kind of even out, but 1 and 2, I feel like, is where I can really make up time if I hit it right. Right there was really bad. Did not get straightened out early enough or anything like that. 3 and 4 running pretty good. Margie is staying the same distance as us. Barnes is kind of catching up to Margie, so they could battle a little bit. And that could mess them up some on speed. Hopefully it does. We still got, what, like 5 laps left? Coming up to 4 laps left. They're getting into range. Almost down to a second there in 3 and 4. That is huge. We are ripping it right now. Pulling away from everybody behind us as well as the leaders are getting closer. Britain is out front right now in 21. Oh yeah, we are catching these guys right now, running this like slider massive cut down line. That is working pretty well for us. If I don't go up and slam the wall like that, my car is so destroyed. We have 43% on the aero now. I'm just absolutely sending it, doing the most that I can out of this thing. Trying to get every little bit as I can out of this track. Need to lift a little bit in 1 and 2 as I'm trying to slide up because I am just sliding way too hard. And we got Britain right behind us now. He is the car currently behind us. He is going to go flying by. Holy crap, he caught up like 5/10 in one corner. That is crazy. I need to just enter higher. so I don't slide up as hard. Oh, he just finished. Let's go. Oh, they're wrecking. Let's go. Barnes got up in the margee as the leader already crossed the start-finish line. That's going to be 16th for us. That's lucky. We're not going to be able to catch Barnes for 15th, but hey, that got us a spot there at the end. Let's go. I will take that. We didn't go a lap down after flipping in the beginning, and I completely ruined that race for me. Richardson still finished 20th, but Britton does finish as the leader. Anthony in third, who is first and second in the points, so good race by them. But yeah, we are still back here. We struggled in that one. I flipped myself, so that was bad. That might knock us out of the top 10 in the points also, be finishing back in 16th, which isn't great. And we missed that sponsor goal by one spot. Yeah, we're 11th in points now. We're 16 back from CG because he's actually pretty consistent. He is very fast. He finished up in 7th in that race, so that's rough for us. And we're definitely going to have to repair the car quite a bit after that one because that was a doozy. How bad did we end up out of that? How low is everything going to get? Oh, the engine is so low. Honestly, can we get the engine upgrade and it get the durability up enough? I don't know, because I don't know if upgrading this is going to make it go all the way back to the green or not. I'm doing it. Screw it. We'll see if it does or not. Hopefully I can get it back to the green with just that upgrade. It does. Thank goodness. But after like one more race, I think I'm going to have to repair. Actually, I'm just going to repair everything right now because I have enough money for it. I think if that engine gets back down into the yellow, we are not going to have enough money. Oh, we don't even have enough money for everything anyways. I'm doing the engine because we barely have enough money for that. We didn't have enough money for everything. And I have $148 left to my name. So that's rough. Next episode, we're going at the Williams Grove. That's going to be a tough one also. Lucas Oil and Lincoln. So it's going to be an interesting showdown at Williams Grove. We did get that engine upgrade, but man, we destroyed the car in that last race. But we got the engine upgraded, and I needed to do that because if it got back down into the yellow, I don't think we were going to repair it with the amount of money that we were going to get from the next race and stuff. So that was rough. Hopefully we can do well enough at Williams Grove to gain some money and get back into the top 15 for our races so we can get that sponsor money. Last race finishing 16th is the worst we've done all season. So honestly, it's not terrible, and I'll take that. Hopefully we can get back into the top 10 in the points also by the end of the year, but that was a rough race, but hopefully we can move on and learn from it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.